We are, no, not yet. There we go. Here we are, for real. Let's find a standing position with feet in parallel, abs drawn in, tailbone long, shoulders sloping, back of the neck is long. Pull those ribs down on your exhale. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, pull the ribs down. Inhale, grow tall. 2 more times. Exhale, ribs down. Inhale, tall. And let's just start with our curtsies this morning. So weight on your right leg, left leg lifts. We bring it behind us. We sit into it and come up. Sit into it and come up. Cross that leg behind you. The farther you can go, the more you're going to feel that lateral movement in your glute. So the more we're going to work those glutes. The deeper you bend into the knee, the more you're going to feel it in your quads. So go as low as you want, right? Chest is up, by the way. Doing whatever you want with your arms. I'm doing arm movements. You might hold yours here. Totally up to you. 4 more. And 3. Trying to keep all the weight on the right leg. And 2. Good. Stand up. Leave that weight on that right leg. Hold your balance here. Step that leg to the side and drag it in. To the side and in. This time, that right hip is driving straight backwards. But it should be, by this time, those glutes should be rather fatigued already. So I hope we're just topping this off. All the weight's still staying on that right leg. So maybe you don't even tap your toe down. Maybe you just reach. And reach. And reach. Ouch. Last 2. And last 1. Woo. Take that right leg in front of the left. And let's push the hip over to the right. And press the arm to the left. Get a big, deep stretch here. And then maybe bend to both knees and send those hips behind you. And then come up to our other side. Right leg to the side. Left knee bends. We cross that leg behind without really putting weight on it. And come up. Down and up. Chest as open as possible. Reaching that right leg as far to the left as you can. Four more. Good. Last one. Hold here, lift that leg, bring it up, out to the side, bend the standing leg, drive the hip backwards and drag it in. Reach out and drag it in. Reach out, bending into that left as deeply as you can, sitting into it, feeling the glutes, feeling the quads. Chest is up. Two more. Beautiful. Woo, step that left leg in front of the right. Angle to the right, but push the hip to the left. Get a nice deep stretch. Bend the knees a little bit as you come in, and then you might straighten those legs and get a deeper stretch. And then bend them to come up. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Let's go into a wide stance. Knees bent, hands on your thighs, and let's round and extend through a cat-cow. Now, you can do this right now on your own, but you know at the end of class, you're going to unmute to go into our scared Halloween cat. And cow. And couple more. and extend in that cow. Shoulders out of your ears, abs drawn in. Let's bring ourselves down to our mats. Walk those feet back. Shift your weight forward. Give me a nice, slow, controlled lowering. If you need to, put your knees down and then just lower yourself the rest of the way down. All right, we're going to bend our knees and we're going to windshield wiper side to side. We're going to start nice and easy. Just a little baby extension. So legs are going to be wide, maybe wider than your mat. Arms out front. Lift your elbows, pull your belly button in, lift your kneecaps, but keep your toes on the ground. And then just give me a baby arch here. Slide your shoulder blades together. So you just feel that upper back getting a little arch. Then elbows down and come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button lifts, knees lift, arms straighten, chest extends. So I'm pushing my collarbone towards the front of the room. And exhale down one more time. Lift, pull everything in, and then come down. And we'll simply press back in our resting position. And then come forward in a cow and back in a cat. Again, warming up that spine. Beautiful. We're going to come on over onto our spine. Hug those knees in. Bring them tabletop, arms out to the side, and let's take a little twist to one side. Top leg up, bottom leg follows, legs to the other side, please. And then top leg up, and then we'll hold on to both knees, left leg on the ground, grab that right knee and give it a nice hug in so you're getting a low back stretch. And then leave your left hand on that knee, but grab your right ankle with your right hand and lift the shin parallel to the ground. Then lift that left leg, extend it up in the air. And then on the exhale, we're going to reach the leg long. You can leave the head, neck, and shoulders down for a nice stretchy version of single leg stretch, or you can lift up. And then we're going to put the right foot on the ground, hug that left knee in, hold for a moment, and then keep the right hand on the left knee, left hand to the left ankle, lift that shin up parallel, and then right leg extends up and you reach through that leg. And if you want to, you can lift your head, but you don't need to. And then we'll just turn that into a really nice version of single leg stretch. If you want more challenge, you lift your torso up towards your knee without bringing your knee in. If you need to relax your head initially for a few more times, that's fine. So you've got lots of options here. Beautiful. Legs in tabletop. Let's pump those arms for the 100. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As always, knees can stay bent or they could be extended. You could have them out on an angle, or you can bend on the inhale and extend on the exhale. Lots of options there. Two more rounds. Good. Relax, knees in tabletop, ribs pull in. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a pelvic tuck, arms out to the side, and we're going into our toe touch. Back of the neck stays long. If you need to roll your mat up so that it's towards the top of your skull so that you can keep that chin tucked, that's fine. Good. And now we're going to stack those legs. We're going to lift the torso and we'll extend into double leg stretch and tap. Reach and tap. Knees can be right over your hips or come just a little bit apart with the feet together. Head, neck, and shoulders stay up, or if your neck is bothering you, You're getting plenty of resistance leaving that head down. 2 more here. Last one, feet on the ground right underneath your knees, hands on the ground, press up in a bridge, hover your hands, tap down, lift up, tap down and up, down, up. Or hands can just hover the whole time, hips are coming up and down. 2 more like that. Beautiful. Hug your right knee in, extend your left leg up in the air. Lift yourself up, back to single leg stretch. Good. Stack the knees, pump it for the 100. Only we're doing 80s, not hundreds. Stack those knees, tabletop position, ribs pull in, toe touch. This can be a single leg toe touch. It could be a heel tap if you prefer. That protects the knees a little bit. For a little extra challenge, knees could be apart. Good. Legs in tabletop, torso lifts, extend, double leg stretch. Two more. Back down into our bridge, hands hover, hips lift, tap and lift. Good. Guess what? Single leg stretch again. Oh, we're doing a series, aren't we? Then we go tabletop for the 100, only 60 this time. Head, neck, and shoulders down, toe touches. Abs drawn in, low back stays the same distance from the ground. 2 more here. Beautiful. We come back up, we extend in our double leg stretch. Two more. Good. Feet down right underneath our knees, hands hover bridge. Good. And now we are back to the beginning again, single leg stretch. 100. See, we're doing fewer each time, right? Beautiful. Then we bring those legs tabletop for toe touch. Just 4 of them. And then we stack for double leg stretch, reach. Beautiful. Then we bridge it for 4. Last round, single leg stretch. right into 100. Right into toe touch, just 2 of them. 2 double leg stretches. And 2 bridges. Okay, I hope you're kind of exhausted or that your abs are well worked. So let's give our spine some love. Left leg extends, right leg comes in, move it open to the right, rock it over towards your left shoulder, and then move it away from you, and then back over to the right one more time. And then let's straighten it out for just a second. Back through center, flex and point. Maybe give that ankle some rotations. Bend it in again, hug it in, and then slide it next to the left. And it should feel flatter and looser and lovelier. Left knee in. Bring it over to the left. And then back through center to the right shoulder. And then down away from you. And back up and in, and a little to the left. And then we'll center it, we'll extend it, give yourself some pointing and some flexing and some rotations. Bend it and slide it out next to the right. Arms go overhead, extend the spine, point the toes, and then tuck all of that down so you are secure from your hips to your ribs. You've glued yourself. Bend your left knee, extend that right leg straight up in the air. Fingertips on your hip bones for leg circles. So you inhale to start a circle and you exhale to finish it, and then you'll reverse directions. Inhale to start, exhale to finish. Keep in mind that you want to keep your hips as stable and quiet as possible. If you're able to stretch the left leg out and flex through the heel and get the back of the knee close to the ground, that's lovely. If that's too much for your low back, stay with the knee bend. Maybe you try bigger circles, but keep in mind you have a beverage on your hips, one on each hip. You have witch's brew, and you definitely don't want to spill that on yourself, right? So keep those hips quiet. One more time. Right knee bends, place it on the ground. Left leg extends. We start with small circles, inhaling in one direction and exhaling to finish, and then reverse. Inhaling to start, exhaling to finish the circle, and reverse every time. You're welcome to straighten out that right leg and see how close you can get the back of that knee to the ground. Keep your ribs and hips stable. Don't spill your pumpkin spice latte. Seems a little early for a tequila shot. Bloody Mary. Maybe it's just a beautiful glass of water with a slice of lemon in it. No, didn't think so. All right, bigger circles if you can. Nice. Leave the left leg up there. Match the right leg. Arms out into a T. Let's do a tick-tock here. So try and keep your feet right over your hips. And then tick-tock to the left. Let the right hip lift. Bring your legs slightly over your head, back through center. Tick-tock right, left hip is up. Come back to center and reverse. Inhale to the right, up, over. So now we're corkscrewing. I think I'm going to say that again. We're doing the corkscrew. If that's a lot on your back, let's go short lever, bent knees. Now you might actually be able to get a little more rotation by not having those levers, those legs long and straight. So you can play with that. Beautiful. Let's hug those knees in for a moment and reach down for the ankles. Let's take a little rock side to side. And then roll up. And let's come into our spine stretch by sitting tall, legs wide. Lift your hips and push them back. So there's a hinge at your hips, but with your spine lengthened. Pull yourself forward. And then if you want to, You can either scoot your hips back or straighten your legs, only if you're able to do that without dropping your spine into a rounded position. And then just reach for whatever you can. It might be your ankles or your calves, might be the backs of your knees or your hamstrings. And then finally, we're going to deepen this stretch into more of a ragdoll by bending the elbows, pulling ourselves as far as we can, and then we get to drop the head. And then we're just going to hang out, letting the back side of the body get a nice stretch. And I know you're rounded, and that's fine. And then bring your hands to center, straighten your arms to start to lift yourself up, walk your hands back to stack up your vertebra one at a time, sitting nice and tall. All right, let's do some sideline work. So you're gonna roll over onto your side, arm right underneath your ear, long lengthened out position, waistline off the ground, abs drawn in, and we'll just start simply with our sideline leg series. So you point to lift that top leg, exhale to flex and bring it down. Inhale, lift, exhale, flex down. Inhale, lift, exhale, flex down. Two more like that, please. Good, then you're gonna leave the leg up and the bottom leg will tap and meet it, and then they come down with control together. Waistline stays lifted. Inhale, up, pause, exhale, down, up, pause, exhale, down, up, pause, exhale, down, up, pause, exhale, down. One more, up, pause, exhale, down. Now glue the legs together, exhale, lift them. We reverse that breathing, inhale, down. Exhale, lift, pause, inhale, down. Exhale, lift, pause, inhale, down. Exhale, lift, pause, inhale, down. One more like that. Exhale, lift, pause, inhale, down. We're gonna add the upper body. So you could bring that bottom arm out in front of you, press up off your elbow, hold at the top. Last two, and last one, relax, listen up. Lift the top leg, we're still lengthened out, and just give me some circles here. As you circle, try not to have the hips wobble bobble, right? Here's a little trick. Notice that your bottom knee is probably on the ground. Try and lift the bottom knee for extra challenge, and then reverse those circles. So in other words, my foot stays on the ground, but I don't let the knee be floppy. All right, listen up. Come up onto your elbow. Now you do get to bend the bottom knee, right? But shoulder back, and again, as always, if you need some extra cushioning, please do so. Lift your hips. So your straight line from your bottom knee through your shoulder. Now lift that leg, and again, circles, but making sure that your hips aren't moving forward and back. And reverse your circle. Good, come down, listen up. Bottom knee is gonna stay bent, but we're gonna come up onto it, right? And then our hand is still down on the ground. And then that top leg is gonna lift to hip height, and we circle from there. And reverse. Now put that foot down and come directly over your hip, knee and hip in line, arms out in a T. We're gonna tap over to the bent knee side and up. Bent knee side and up. One more, bent knee side and up. Bring your hands together, interlace them, bring them over your head, and try just 4 more to the side. Beautiful. All right. Let's see if Flo can remember all of that on the opposite side, but we're going to start where we left off just now. So all you're going to do is reverse which leg is facing which way. Arms out in a T, and we tip to one side and up. Good. Clasp clasp your hands, notice which pinky's in front, whoop, shift it all by one, sorry, and bring it up and over to the side. I think that was my index finger, I don't know, I couldn't even tell. Beautiful, all right. From there, we come down onto that hand, we bring that leg up hip height, and again, we circle. Nice and controlled, and reverse. Beautiful. Now, we keep everything how it is, except we come down onto our elbow and that bottom knee. And we really have to keep that hip lifted so we don't get lazy, and we keep that top leg at hip height and we circle. And reverse. Good. Lie all the way down, and now this time the bottom leg straightens out, and this is that one where you want to be in a straight line again, and you want to lift your kneecap off the ground, right? So we're not floppy with that bottom leg, and then that top leg is going to lift and draw circles as big as you can without rolling through the hips. And reverse. Beautiful. All right. Now simply into our sideline leg series, but we're still going in the reverse. So we start at the end. So upper body and lower body are lifting at the same time, elbow off the ground, both legs off the ground. Good. And now upper body gets to stay down, both legs lift together and pause and down. Exhale, lift, pause and down. Exhale, lift, pause and down. One more like that. Exhale, lift, pause and down. Now the top leg is going to lift. The bottom leg is going to meet. We pause and we come down. So it's inhale, up, up, pause, exhale, down. 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 Two more like that. Up, up, pause, exhale, down. Last time. Beautiful. And now just top leg, inhale, lift, exhale, down. Waistline lifted. And relax. Take the leg that you just worked, bring it to your side, out right from your hip, knees bent, heel is underneath, and then roll over onto your tummy. And the leg and the arm on the same side are both bent, and you're looking at them. So a little half frog stretch here, but try and make sure you're not still twisted away. Go ahead and flop all the way over onto your abs. Good. Then you're going to straighten that leg and that arm. I know you're going to turn away from me now, but that's okay. You're going to bend your bottom, your opposite knee and your opposite arm, right angles, and turn away. All right. And then we're coming back over onto our abs. We're going to fly Superman this morning. So arms out to the side, or excuse me, out up front. Legs can be a little bit apart. Pull your belly button in. Bring your hands down, lift your chest, lift your legs only this time. But since it's just your legs, see how even you can be. Notice if one leg is above the other. Do your best. Maybe bring your heels together and then see that they're even or feel that they're even, and then relax that down. Pull your belly button in, keep all 10 toes on the ground, lift your kneecaps, lift your upper body by lifting those arms. Try to get your hands out of your peripheral vision. If you need to come into a V or even a T, that's fine. Holding here, abs drawn in, belly button is strong, pulling towards the spine, and relax down. All right. You have the option to just do your legs or just do your arms, or we'll do all 4 limbs. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button pulls in as we lift all 4 limbs or 2. And then reach, so your fingers and your toes stretch. So your right fingers, your left fingers, your right toes, your left toes. Lift a little higher if you can. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's windshield wiper those legs. And let's do that again. But we're going to start by just lifting the upper body, hands on the ground. Get that arch in our spine and then pull the belly button in. And we're going to hover those hands, cactus arms, just getting that upper body elongated. Bring that down. Lower body, I want you to tuck your toes, lift your knees. Get your thighs off the ground, right? So you don't want to be down here. You want to be lifted. And then straighten your legs and your thighs should be off the ground. A little more intense on that low back. If that was too much, you can just do the lower leg lift. All right, we're putting those two things together. Deep breath in, exhale, lift, tuck your toes, lift your knees, point your toes, bring your arms out to the side, and then if you want into a V or overhead, whatever you need to do, reaching and holding. Back of the neck is long, shoulders out of your ears, and relax. All right, last thing we're going to do with this extension, we're going to lift and lower with Superman, right? Just 5 of them. Deep breath in, exhale, lift, hold on the inhale, exhale down, inhale, prepare, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, exhale down. Again, lift it up, reach, stretch, bring it down. Again, lift, stretch, reach. And one more time, lift, stretch, reach, and then we will press back. But this time we're going to bring our right knee forward. We're going to sit back. And so it's not a pigeon, it's just a little tuck, that hip underneath you. And then maybe walk your hands to the right and bring the left arm on top of the right wrist and drop into it. And then come on up, press yourself up, put your right leg back, bring your left knee underneath you. Not really a pigeon, so I'm not flipping that foot. And then just sit over that hip and elongate. And then left hand to the left and right arm crosses over if possible. And then back through center. And we'll just press back in that regular old shell stretch. Regular old shell stretch. Good. And as we come forward, we'll undulate that cat-cow just a couple times, loosening up that spine a little more. And then we're going to come all the way to the front of the mat, sitting down, feet on the ground. Elongate your spine. Line your knees up so they're hip distance. Line your ankles over that. And again, try and get all 10 toes on the ground. Hold on to the backs of your thighs and exhale, hinge back. I want you to curl your spine right here. Imagine that a string is coming from your belly button to your low back and give me a little tuck there. And then lift up, untuck, tuck, untuck, tuck, untuck. So really what I'm doing is I'm rounding my hips and then I'm sitting up on them. Round them under, sit up. Round them under, sit up. Not a lot of movement with the head, right? It's just following along as we pull in and lift up. Pull in and lift up. So rolling through the pelvis, extending, rolling and extending. Really try to get to the maximum of each, especially when you sit up. Try and come past neutral into extension. Couple more like that. Last 2. Last one, we stay back. Woo! Ah, that was fun. All right. And then from there, we're just going to test to see what we can do isometrically. Arms open into a T, or maybe into a V, or maybe they go up over your head, but we're in this isometric contraction, right? So we're just holding here. Nice challenge for those abs. If you're not feeling it, maybe go back a little farther, lower yourself back a little farther and try your T or your V or your I, whichever. Beautiful. Grab your legs roll yourself down, legs apart, one shoulder, one knee towards each shoulder, take a little rock. Loosen up that low back. That one should have been fairly challenging. All right, feet on the ground. Hand is closest to me, put it on the ground, but keep the elbow lifted. Back arm, as a matter of fact, let's make this a little easier. Let's straighten the back leg and put it on the ground. I don't know if that made it easier or not. Back hand, reach towards the ceiling, peel yourself up so that this shoulder is off the ground, and that's important. Then you're going to twist and try to tap the back hand to the front knee. And let's come back down. Inhale, arm goes overhead. Exhale, bring it above you. Twist, reach, lift. And exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale to roll up just to wherever you can. Inhale at the top, lift it if you want. And exhale down. Inhale, reach. Two more like this. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach, and bring it down. Bend the left knee, back knee, sorry. Straighten the front leg. Back arm goes on the ground. Try and keep your elbow lifted. Front arm towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, peel both shoulder blades off the ground, and if you're able, roll up so you can tap the outside of that opposite knee, and then exhale down. Inhale, arm reaches overhead. Exhale, arm either down by your side or right above you. Roll up. Inhale, twist it. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, arm overhead. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach and twist. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Inhale, twist it. Exhale, down. Two more like that. Reach. Roll it up, twist it. Bring it down. Reach. And roll it up and twist it and bring it down. So that was my kind of sneaky version of crisscross, right? So hopefully we got that rotation, but without the crunching. All right, more rotation. So we're gonna bring those legs tabletop. This is similar to what we did at the beginning, the pendulum, but we're gonna change it up in just a minute. Knees have to stay together, they don't get to separate. Just side to side a couple of times, get your pendulum going, knowing that you're leaving those knees together. And then you're gonna bend the elbows, press yourself up, and bring the arms to the side to support you. Notice the shoulders wanna roll in, so I want you to roll them open as best you can, and the knees are gonna wanna move away, so hug them in so they're right above the knees or hips, and then same thing, rotating side to side. Notice if your shoulders are doing that, try and keep the shoulders open. So if you want, you turn that into can, right? You can play with what level you want yourself to be. And you can do the pendulum from here, right? Legs up over those hips, side to side. Couple more. And then let your knees come to the front. And let's put left knee down just so we're all going the same way. Right knee behind you. Pull that glute out from under you so you're sitting nice and tall. Bring your arms out into a T. We're going to start by dropping over to your left, bend that left elbow, reach the right arm up, and let's even arch those ribs towards the sky and over and roll in front. And then come up, straighten your bottom arm, arms back into a T, and now look and see if you're rounded, lift. Bring your hand to your left ribs and press them straight instead of sloppy. Keep them straight. Reach the right arm as far to the right as you can go without bringing it down, right? Just reach it and then come back to center. Back into that T, we go over to the nice side. We roll up, we lift those ribs and maybe we roll forward, come back up, straighten the bottom arm, hand on that rib as you reach to the side without slopping, right? So you keep yourself posted up. And then one more time. And then again, hand on that rib so you don't slop over in it and then come back. And let's reverse the legs. So right leg in front, left leg back. And we want to pull those glutes out from under us. So we're sitting, again, you don't want to start like this, so you may have to pull those glutes out from under you. You could even sit on something, arms into a T, right arm to the side, bend the elbow, come down, and you get to arch the ribs on this side. Oh, we didn't get to do that. And then round it forward, lift it up, straighten that bottom arm, bring that hand to this rib cage. Notice, is it already dumped? Lift it, press it, get taller, 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 and then reach to the left without dropping, right? And then hands back, we drop, we lift, we rotate, come back to center, straighten that bottom arm, hand on that rib cage, maintain, good. And then one more time, up, over to the right, rotate, back up, lift, press that rib. Beautiful. All right. Let's just sit cross-legged for a moment. And what I'd like you to do is take your left leg in front. And I want you to get the left knee directly in front of the hip, not over here. So it might need to be way out there, hardly bent at all. That's okay. But get that knee in front of the hip. And then bring your hands under your hips and scoot your hips back so you're hinged forward. So you might already feel that stretch coming along that outer hip and outer thigh. This knee is only bent as much as you can do to keep the knee in front of the hip. So you might not be able to go very far, that's okay. And then we'll sit up. We're going to switch it so that left leg is going to come in close. Get that right knee directly in front of the hip bone and then bend it, rotate it if you can. If that's all you do, that's fine. And then press to hinge forward. Just a different way to stretch those outer hips a little bit. And then we'll sit up and we are rolling over onto our spine. We're going to hug those knees in. And then we're going to put the left foot all the way out on the ground, hug that right knee in really close, and then bring it towards that right shoulder. Let's reach down with the right hand, 2 fingers on that right big toe, and press the heel to the sky. At the same time, pull the knee down. So we're pushing down and we're pressing up with the heel, and then straighten that leg. If you can't hold your toe, that's okay. Point and flex, rotate. If you're holding at the ankle, that's fine. Might be calf, could be even hamstring. And then we'll bend that knee, bring it across towards the left shoulder. Open that right arm and let the knee crisscross all the way to the left and get that deep twist through that right side. As you roll back over, put the right foot on the ground and then just let it cross that left leg. We're going to press the right inner thigh open and the left hip down. And then we'll bend that left knee to take this a little deeper. And we're going to keep the left foot on the ground and push that right thigh open. And maybe reach down with the left hand and give that foot a little love. Love the foot. Maybe rotate the toes, make a fist and rub it up and down the arch. You could shake at the ankle. You could see if you can pull each toe out, trying to straighten it or press it, pull it back and forth. And then finally, cross the knees completely over and drop them to the left. Take a deep breath in and see if you can exhale and let the legs relax a little more. And then come on back through center, straighten out your right leg, follow it with the left. And again, hopefully our right side feels a little better. Bring that left knee in, hug it around, and then move it to the left. Squeeze it in, reach down, grab your left big toe with your left fingers, flex through that heel, keep the knee pushing down, the heel pressing up, and then finally straighten. And again, it's up to you whether you're holding your toes or your ankle, your calves or whatever, just rotating through that foot, pointing and flexing. And then bend that knee in and it'll bring it across to your right side. Left arm stays down. Nice little twist here. Hi, sweetie. Did you get the fly? Are you the fly catcher? You're a smart girl. And then as you come back through center, the left foot is on the ground. And then we just drop it open. Left hand presses that left thigh. Right hand presses the right hip. And then bend that right knee. Keep the foot on the ground, and we'll press that left leg open with the left hand. Hi, beautiful. You gonna play hide and seek? Nutmeg's playing hide and seek with your own. I don't see a cat. And maybe give your right foot, or yeah, your left foot a massage with your right hand. Pull on those toes. Maybe a little massage up and down the arch. Shake the heel. And then we'll crisscross all the way and drop the knees to the right. And then come on through center, straighten your legs out. All right, we're gonna cat-cow Halloween cat. So feel free to hit your mic button and unmute, and then mosey your way to your hands and knees, please. I'll try and do this so you can see the hiding cat, or not see the hiding cat. All right, and when you're ready, we have our Halloween cat.
Meow. Oh.
Not everyone's playing. Thank you. All right, thank you all. And then we'll press up into our down dog, walk it, hands to feet, feet to hands. Maybe walk those ankles out a little bit. Wide stance, hands on your thighs, one more cat-cow. All right, weight in your heels and your booty and lift it up. All right. Oh, well.